John, thanks for joining us as usual. After a false start to last Friday's match, with only 14 minutes played, has it been easy to get the players up for the trip to Ayr?
Yeah, well, immediately on Friday night after the fans had left the stadium, we went into Ayr mode. So we started to train on the pitch, because the lights were on. It wasn't a matter of a safety issue for us training on the pitch, so we immediately went out and trained. So we got training under our belt, and then we back in on there on Monday, and again preparing for Ayr as we would normally do. So yeah, it's everything as normal. Our preparations are exactly where they should be, and we're very much focused on this game going ahead. But what I've got to say first and foremost is the most important thing is the health of the Ayr United players and any officials that are come down with COVID. We all know, the impact that's had on, our society, our nation in the past 17, 18 months, whatever. And we obviously wish the Ayr United players and anyone else who's got it there, coaching staff, whatever, a very, very speedy recovery.
Yeah, and despite the fact that they may have some players out due to COVID, we still need to approach that game in the right manner. It's a tough place to go. We know that. It's all still set to be a close encounter. Yeah,
you've got to be professional. We don't know what team Ayr United is going to put out. That leaves a little bit of our preparation up in the air. So it's very much focusing on ourselves and making sure that we are mentally right. You've got to be mentally right. If you go down there thinking, Ayr have got COVID, it's an easy 3 points, then you'll come back up the road with your tail between your legs. So we've got to make sure that we're very professional. That we have to deal with what's in front of us. We have no. We can't put any pressure on anyone to play the game or call the game off. We will be advised by the SPFL as to what will happen in the next 24 hours leading up to, the game getting postponed or indeed told that the game is going ahead. And we've just got to be ready and prepared for either or.
Yeah, I can imagine there must be a great deal of frustration about the fact that Friday's game and the abandonment, possible COVID issues. The chance to capitalise on that win over Aberdeen, you don't want to let that slip away, do you?
No, not in an ideal world. No, it would be nice to play. Well, everything was keyed up last Friday night. Everything was perfect until the power surge and the fact that there was no electricity on both ends and the impact that has on the match commander cancelling the game. So yes, everything was perfect, and that would have been a great situation for us to have kind of built on that. So to some extent, that edge is kind of like being lost a little bit. And of course, if the game goes off at the weekend, then that's a bigger gap. It's just one of these things, there's not an awful lot we can do about it, either the power surge and losing the electricity, or the fact that Ayr have got an outbreak in the COVID. This is going to be going on. We're now going to have to live with this. This is unfortunately, it's Ayr. If we're looking, up into the Premiership, Rangers are crossing Armenia right now with players missing and the manager missing. So this is going to be with us for the foreseeable future. I'm no expert, so I couldn't tell you how long, but it's here and it's with us. And anyone in every team can get this. So all we can do is try our best to try and escape it and make sure that we can get our team on the park. But we do sympathise with everyone that's put in this situation, and who knows, further down the line it could be us again. So we sympathise with each and every player that's got this and wish them a speedy recovery.
Yeah. In your last answer there, you used the words foreseeable future. Rovers have been planning for the future, and today we got 4 of our older modern apprentices signed up for an extra year. Talk to me a little bit about Kyle Bowl, Quinn Coulson, Luke Mahadi, Aaron Arnott, how well they've done and what they're going to get out of this extra year.
Yeah, these 4 guys have done really, really well. Kyle is a goalkeeper, Aaron is a central midfield player, Quinn is a kind of like winger coming in tight and looks a striker, and all these guys in the last, again, 15, 16, 17 months or so have been affected by COVID with regards to they've not had as much football as they would normally have. None of the sort of guys who come into that category at that age group have, Well, they were very fortunate to continue training with the first team. They hardly missed a training session. They were there throughout that, but they didn't really get minutes on the park. So again, the club has, in my opinion, made a great statement. They've given them another year's contract, giving these guys even more time to continue their development, that they don't have to panic about their contract finishing, whether it be in January or whether it be in the summer, that they've got another year. They don't need to, as I say, come under pressure. They can relax. They can continue to develop, which is what they've got to do. They have developed and they are developing. We've seen that. And Luke and Quinn are out at Cowdenbeath getting great experience there. Aaron's been on the fringes of the first team and getting on in the games, and of course Aberdeen being the big one he went on in. And Kyle obviously is learning from Robbie, Jamie, David McGunn last year. They've had a big part in Kyle's development. So it's a pat on the back for what they've done, and an opportunity for them to kick on and get another year. So they've now got the rest of this season and next to the summer 23. It gives them a great opportunity now to try and break through. You know, it's the next contract for them that's going to be the most important one, where they can really, you know, hopefully they've kicked on enough to gain that, and that's where they are now. It's another rung in the ladder, and it's one for them to try and grasp the opportunity. How much do they really want to be a football player? How much do they want to go and sacrifice when other maybe mates are out doing things that, you know, a professional football player can't do? He's got to look after, you know, his body and be prepared for every game that comes around. And how much you want to do that is entirely up to you. How much you want to sacrifice, how much you want to work hard, how much you're dedicated to the sport and to your career. And that's what we're looking for the players to do.
Yeah, and finally, knowing them as well as you do, you know, this is not just a reward for the efforts they put in. It's also going to boost their confidence, which they're not short of anyway. Those four young men.
No, it's exactly that. It's giving them a little pat on the back, but an opportunity to go and kick on. And they're you know, they train every day with the first team here, and they're very much in amongst the training. They never let us down in any shape or form. And in fact, you know, they excel more often than not. So yeah, it's an opportunity for them now to, you know, that the club's backed them, for them to go and to take it on, you know. It's a compliment to their parents as well for the way that they've continued to support them all the way through this, and hopefully going forward. So it's a big pat on the back for everyone, but it's only another opportunity to try and make the most of trying to become, you know, a first team football player at a club like Raith Rovers.
That's great. Thanks for that update, John, and good luck for the weekend.
Thank you.